Hey guys, Aiden here with a video about the LG G3. So unfortunately my OnePlus One was recently stolen, so I've been needing to pick up a new smartphone to replace it. I considered getting another OnePlus One, but they're still quite expensive when you reship it and convert to Australian dollars, and I just had a few little gripes with it when I had it. I considered going for an Nexus 5, but the not so great battery life and camera meant that I felt like I was making a few too many compromises, and in the end I decided against that. So I was in a bit of a pickle when I stumbled across the LG G3 for about 430 Australian dollars. I was quite surprised, as I consider it still a flagship device with high-end specs and everything, and it seems to be quite a low price for it. So I picked one up, and this is my thoughts on its relevance in 2015 and how it stacks up against things like the OnePlus One and the Nexus 5. So I'll start off with an overview of the G3. So the LG G3 is sporting a 5.5 inch display with a resolution of 2560 by 1440 at a massive 330 plus pixels per inch. Powering this is a quad-core Snapdragon 801, Adreno 330 GPU, and 3GB of RAM. It has a 3000 mAh battery, a microSD slot, and a 13 megapixel rear shooter with a 1W rear mounted speaker. So with all these specs out of the way, how does it actually stack up against the OnePlus One and the Nexus 5? So the G3 has the same screen size as the OnePlus One, and both of them are a little bit bigger than the Nexus 5 screen. However, the G3 has a higher resolution at 2560 by 1440 compared to the 1080p screens of the Nexus 5 and the OnePlus One. It also has considerably smaller bezels, so that it's a bit of a middle size between the OnePlus One and Nexus 5, so it feels a bit smaller even though it has that big display. However, it does have on-screen buttons like the Nexus, whereas the OnePlus One has the option of on or off screen depending on your preference. Flipping the phone over, and you'll notice the G3 has back-facing buttons instead of side, which I've quite enjoyed, and if it allows for thinner bezels then I'm all for it. It also has a removable back like the OnePlus One, although the Nexus 5 doesn't feature this. It has microSD expandability, which is an addition compared to both of them, and wireless charging. The Nexus 5 has better wireless charging, I think, as the G3 is a bit hit and miss, as you could say, so some wireless charging pads will work with it and some won't. Back here you'll also find, of course, the cameras. So the G3 and the OnePlus One pretty easily beat out the Nexus 5 in terms of features and image quality. So the G3 and OnePlus One have 4K video recording, 1080p 60fps, 720p 120fps, and loads of other little bits and bobs and features. The Nexus 5 is pretty bare bones, it's only got 1080p 30fps. The G3 and OnePlus One also just beat it straight down in image quality and the best picture you will get out of your phone. However, I can't speak in terms of which one is better between the OnePlus One and G3, although the G3's autofocus is a lot faster, I've noticed. Now the big difference between these phones is the software. The G3 is running LGs Skin on Lollipop, the Nexus 5 of course is on stock Lollipop, and the OnePlus One is running on CyanogenMod 11S, which is running on KitKat. Having been using the G3, I found myself missing CyanogenMod 11 a bit, and the more stock feel. However, I found that LG's Skin is far from bad, and there's lots to like about it. It's quite similar to stock Android in many ways, and it has lots of cool features hidden inside it. However, I don't like what they've done with the quick settings menu, and much prefer either stock Android or CyanogenMod's implementation. I've tried out CyanogenMod 12 on the G3, and while I liked it, you can't get a decent camera app for it yet, and it lacks many of the features that the stock LG software has, which forced me to return back to LG's Skin. This isn't a bad thing, however, and I've been enjoying the G3 so far. The battery on the G3 is also pretty good, I've been enjoying it so far, and while it doesn't quite match the OnePlus One on CyanogenMod, it beats out the Nexus 5. It also has the addition of being removable, which is quite nice to see. The LG G3 still seems very relevant now, and seems like an amazing smartphone to pick up in 2015. So thanks for watching guys, feel free to do all the YouTube stuff, like and dislike, all of that. And feel free to comment if you have any suggestions for me, any feedback about the video. Also feel free to hit me up on Twitter if you enjoyed this, and check out my other videos. I should also be getting more content out there, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, goodbye.